This is the CHRILLCAST. I'm Chris.
And I'm Will.
I'm Carl.
And today for TUBER Tuesday, we're going to talk about Nerd Talk. Not the other Nerd Talks you see on YouTube. Specifically, the Nerd Talk that has the blue guy as his icon.
Yeah, the
Nerd
blue
Talk,
Dan.
Yeah, Dan. His name is Dan, but goes by Nerd Talk on YouTube. He's got videos basically about some different fandoms, some different pop culture. And currently, he has 33 subscribers on his YouTube channel, which has...
Let's give him the 40.
Yeah, that would be good. That'd be awesome. But that's not what I was going to say. So he started his channel on August 19th of this year. Ooh, look at that. 499 views. We're going to get him to 500 by the end of this podcast because I'm just clicking on his videos willy-nilly. But so basically what he's made his whole channel about is pop culture, video games, books, movies, those kinds of things. And he just gives an in-depth analysis on the content of them. So he did one on Arrested Development, which is like his brainchild. It's like the thing he's loved the most. He's hyped it up a lot on the Discord conversation I've had with him. And it's really well animated. He did all these different avatars for it. You can tell it was a work of love. But that's his most recent video he did. My favorite one that he did so far happened to be the two on Halo. I thought they were really well done.
They were.
He presents his content in a specific structure that he does on every single episode. So why don't we start with Will? Tell us what you like about Nerd Talk.
My favorite part is his, encouraging underage drinking.
You mean his lack thereof, right?
Yeah.
Wait. He does drink on camera. He did drink on camera.
No. Look at the disclaimer. Okay, hold on. Let me get to it.
I don't think it's on the first one.
Look, ready? Not real alcohol. Please drink responsibly. I think that was because of a comment I made.
Yeah, we did. We did our time.
Read it. I thought it was real alcohol. Like, oh God,
man.
no! Please stop.
Although to play Halo 5, to be fair, no. Okay, so
No, in all seriousness, I like his structure. I like his animations and the cuts that he does, and just the overall flow that he has to his videos. Obviously, I like the content because I'm a Halo fan, so I'm a little biased on the content end. But I like those little facial animations for his little avatar and just how it's animated. I like it. It's enjoyable to both watch and to just listen to.
So, Carl, you're the one coming in the most blind of the three of us. What did you think of Dan's content when you went and looked at it?
So I'm a very nitpicky person, so I look at everything. There's a reason why I'm the menu guy. So please, can you please stop the video where you're showing? You can see the character doesn't align at the bottom of the screen completely. There's like a small space.
Oh, you mean right here?
Yeah, and it's on every video. And it's driving me freaking nuts. So there you go.
Oh man.
I have to cut everything. Sorry.
No, it's good. It's good.
I'm a horrible guest.
It's all good. I'll just snip that one part out, and then everybody will know what happened, but nobody will hear.
Yep.
That was the only thing.
Okay.
Generally speaking, his whole channel with the banner, there is no coherent color scheme. For example, the blue of his face is not. You can find it back in the banner, and this is like superficial stuff. It's like. It doesn't matter in the overall picture because the content is key, but this is things that you can improve on. And for example, the discussion tab is, I think, basically empty. And
would you expect there to be discussion tabs on?
Not discussion, description tab.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
Yeah, not discussion. Yeah, about tab. So it's basically empty. Write something there because Google will take this as as basically all your keywords for your channel. You can also put hashtags in there. It doesn't matter for us
hashtags
because
in the description.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It doesn't matter for us because Google. It doesn't matter how well we optimize our videos. The algorithm doesn't trust us, or the systems behind this whole thing doesn't trust us. So they're not going to recommend this either way. Once you get monetized, then they will look at you. Okay, but what I like about his videos is his delivery and the topics he chooses. He chooses to talk about stuff that he's passionate about, and that's, I think, the most important thing. When you're passionate about something, you're gonna have better writing, or want to try to make it tighter, and so on. And like I mentioned, the whole aesthetics. I would change the thumbnails a little bit. If you look at, for example, episode 4 and 5 of the Nerd Talk, I think those are the best ones. Those are the best ones.
I think I agree with you on that.
And everything else is like, it looks okay, but it could improve.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I think his Halo thumbnails are fine the way they are.
Yeah.
I think those two are good. His Game of Thrones one is lacking everything. It's just it's just the title. I mean, and that's fine. If somebody's looking for Game of Thrones,
stuff, right?
Yeah,
like, this is
it is. It's nitpicky.
Can easily improve on. The content-wise, it's actually pretty tight. There's nothing much to actually criticize. It's like, yep, that's your that you deliver your points correct, in order and correctly, and it sounds great. And that's basically it. Oh, also another thing I noticed, outro cards. Definitely add that. Because sometimes people just click on the next thing, and make a playlist. That would be also great. For this is basically investing in the future, right? Like having those things that when people come to your channel, they don't miss something. It's investment into the future. But otherwise, content-wise, it's great.
I have to say the only video that I actually had any criticism on is probably this one. He did a lot of these like jump cuts in this video where he went from like the Game of Thrones to like a cartoon to like something else to like this to like that, and I was like, whoa. And then I don't feel like he did a good job explaining the change he made, but he did put like he slipped all the animations in. I think if he did this in the same style as he did the Halo 5 video, this could have been a lot better, if that makes sense.
I admire it because I know how much work goes into keyframing stuff.
Yes, 100%.
Otherwise, I'm like, this is I have been keyframing stuff for a while, ever since I learned it, and every time I have to do it, I'm like, oh god, please stop, make it stop. I don't want to do this anymore because it's time consuming. It's just time.
Yeah. This definitely took him a long time. I just think he could have delivered his message better had he done it like he did Halo 5, where he took the whole argument as one coherent thought and just talked it all out. I think that would have been. I think it would have been better. I really do, and I hope that he doesn't take that the wrong way, because it is a good video overall. But
I like you, Nerd Talk. They might hate you.
Don't do that. Don't do that, Will.
No, I do.
Come on.
I do that with myself all the time. When I like, I would advise also for Nerd Talk to go back to his videos and try to figure out, what could I improve, because you have to be your own biggest fan and biggest critic at the same time.
Just look at this comment, Will. Okay, this was awesome. Your best video yet. Watch it from start to finish in one sitting. Okay, don't tell me I don't like his videos.
That was a backhanded comment.
No, it was not.
But you think they're all terrible, so that doesn't mean anything.
I don't see any Will the Thrill 92. Oh, there is one. I take it back. Great. You just said great video.
Arakesh. That's also Arakesh. I recognize him.
Oh, this one? Amazing Video Man. That guy.
No, the under Arakash or whatever, the with the colorful icon.
Yeah, this one.
He does a lot of first-person shooter stuff, I think.
Yep. Arish. This guy.
Yeah. He does a lot of first-person shooter stuff. I've been following for a while. One of the things I always look for is like, can you survive 3 months? Because most new YouTubers stop at 3 months.
Really?
So. Yeah, like this is like a cut-off day for most YouTubers. They stop at 3, and they never upload anything again. So I always wait until they get enough time, and then I try to guide them a little bit, because before that's like.
Where did we start, Will? March 29th, 2019. Okay, it's been
a while now.
It's been longer than 3 months.
You survived 3 months.
Yeah. Hey, what do you think of this description? There's no hashtags. It's a horrible description, but we do have
No.
links everywhere.
It's big enough. It's fine. Like it's described for the.
Okay.
You should just put the DK rap, oh my gosh, the DK rap in there.
Yeah, there you go.
Call good.
DK, don't be gone. No.
Yep.
Anyway.
DK better than Mario.
Yes. I will put that in the description after this show is over. It's gonna say DK is better than Mario, just to make the point clear. All right.
You have to make as many controversial statements as possible. DK better than Mario. Halo 5 is good.
Oh no, nope, I can't put that in there. I don't
Master
agree with
Chief
that.
Sucks.
Nope. 343 is better than Bungie.
Exactly. And then you will get all the juicy controversial
gosh.
tricks.
Yeah, we'll get
The hate clicks. That's what I
the
want.
quartering will cover us on his next video.
Yeah. I'm happy that the quartering actually updated his finally how his channel looks. One of my major criticism was like, you doing this for a year, man. Can you get at least a frigging pack where it shows your camera with a layer on top? Like, oh god, no, please stop. Hey, yeah, no, quartering has been improving. I like it, but he's also very reactionary. So
Yes, he
it's like
is.
it's a partial love. It's like, yeah, sometimes it's okay, and sometimes it's just. But Nerd Talk, you're good. You're fine. Good point.
Yes.
I think
okay.
one of the things I think is that if he continues that, and if he can continue this at least a month, or a video a month, I will predict that it will slowly pick up. Of course. Oh, sorry. He has do a lot of marketing, and maybe might be a point where he runs out of stuff he wants to talk about passionately, and there will be the decision point.
That'll be
where,
the make or break moment, right?
Yeah, make or break point. Can I continue even though I don't have something that I'm very, very passionate about? Because that is the breaking point for most people.
That's actually something, and not to take the focus off Dan, but that's something that I look forward to with our podcast when we have guests, because you find people like yourself, or like Dan, or like DW Relive, people that are passionate about what they're doing, et cetera, with all the guests we've had. Because I'm not going to list every single person here right now.
No, you have to go through every single one right now.
But in general, it brings a different, fresh take on things, and like we can discuss things like what we're going to be talking about tomorrow, like the menus on video games. And I think that's going to keep this channel going for a long time, because we don't have to be passionate as long as the guest is. No,
Exactly. It's genius.
Yes.
Anyway, I think the outlook for Nerd Talk going forward is very good. Ever since we tag teamed with him, he's gone up in subscribers by about double. So good luck for him.
It's all us.
It is. It's all us. No. He's probably going to pass our channel too, just like DW did. But I think the outlook is positive, and I think if he keeps making very good content and he keeps finding new fandoms to talk about, he'll be all set for the future. What about you, Will?
Yeah, I think every video he's improved. I think he's still settling into exactly how he wants to present his content. Hopefully he'll realign his avatar so it actually lines up with the bottom. Now that I've noticed it, it's very annoying. Yeah, I think every video has gotten better. I think the only way he has to go from here is up, and I think he's going to, do really well.
Yeah, since we're talking already on a high level of criticism, it's not like, oh, your content is not good. No. We're talking
from
about
a base level, right? No.
we're not talking about base level. We're talking like we are already on a skyline. It's like, this is what you can on top. It's like the cherry on the cake. It's like, this is what you can improve. That's what we're talking about. So yeah, content wise, he continues. I think there will be a future for him. If in a year he's still doing this monthly or weekly, then I think we can talk again, and then we will have to talk about how to properly advertise his videos and how to properly get people like into the channel, because that's will probably be one of the frustrations he will have in his first year.
Yeah, I would agree. Well, as always, I think the outlook for Nerd Talk is good. And my name is Chris.
And I'm Will.
I'm Carl.
And we will see you
on the next CHRILLCAST.